Hello, everybody, and welcome back to KF&JF podcast. I am so happy you guys have decided to come back and join us with all of these new shows this year. Welcome back. You know, it's 2025, and everybody's starting off fresh and trying to get their business ideas and all of the different things they want to do for this year. And you know what? We're here to help you as much as we can. And also, I want to tell you guys, you know what? I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to come to the show, subscribe, and do all of those things to support us. And we just want to say thank you. And you know what? Also, to our sponsors, man, we can't thank them enough for all they do in supporting us and helping us to grow and helping us to be able to bring these shows to you guys and help our entrepreneurs get to the places where they need to get with their business, and that is to succeed. So forget about all those formalities. Let's get right down to business. You know how it works. Co-host, give them the show starter.
Greetings. My name is Razak. I am the CEO and founder of United Minority Business Ventures. My purpose is to help small businesses grow. This means I will assist with the creative process and maintenance of your business. The method to achieve results is simply building a deeper relationship with your customers. I do this by forming opportunities to communicate and collaborate with your followers, subscribers, and other business owners. By using a wide range of networking tools, we will have an understanding for building your business profile, what type of social media marketing fits your productivity and your availability, and building your financial profile, branding your services, product, or merchandise. Together, we may also determine what type of license is needed to operate your business. And does your budget permit the ownership of your own domain or buying into pre existing sites that host your page? I like to drive traffic by managing your website. This allows me to work with you to select posts that create subscriptions, comments, and likes. I also assist by generating comments on other individual business sites or a page that create a dialogue of conversation directed towards your page. I also assist with the creation of the content on your media site. This will be a collaboration of ideas which will reflect on your brand, your work ethics, and the community's need to know what you have to offer them to bring a better quality of comfort to their lives and lifestyle. I can also assist with the writing of content, directing your videos, the editing process, and publishing them on various sites for marketing purposes, advertising, and promotional value.
Well, as I said before, as you guys know, Razak does a lot to support small business and help them with their websites and building their Instagrams and Facebooks and even as far as videos and all those other things to help support them in getting their business up off the ground and into the social media network that's out there. And we thank him a lot here at the KF&JF podcast. You know what? But as I said before, we had a lady on our show, and I'm going to say this, and I know you guys probably don't know, but she's going to get you guys all together with your body. So let's have her introduce herself right now. Go for it.
Hi, my name's Selima. I am a group fitness instructor out of Riverside and a hairstylist in Corona, and I'm trying to bring health and wellness to the community.
You're trying to do a little bit more than bring health and wellness to the community. You're trying to get people all, physically in shape. As far as what I see from your video, you talk a little bit about, the business and what you're doing out there.
The goal is to help women feel good about themselves, hair, body, and especially women over 40. I'm a woman over 40, and I don't want us to ever feel or think like it's too late or, I have these kind of ailments, so I can't, but you still can. And I just want to help as many people as I can, many women as I can with, you can still work out and have your hair nice. And I have great tools that'll help with that.
So let me get this right. So I'll make sure my questions are not to be misconstrued in any way. What are you doing to those women? Are you trying to help them like with their weight plan? Or are you trying to help them physically like have an exercise plan for them to have, wellness in that way? Are you helping them see what are some of the best treatments that they can do as far as what they drink and how they eat? Talk
Oh,
about what that entails in your plan.
yeah. What I will provide, and I am providing, is nutrition, supplements, and a workout plan. Depending on what are your fitness goals, or if you're on weight loss, you want to gain muscle, you want to tone up. Supplements to take for hair and fitness. How much protein you need to take every day. What else? Everything, especially supplements and your water. And we go over all of that when you come in and you visit me.
So let's talk a little bit about what got you into this. Okay, so was it something that you just all of a sudden you decided you wanted to take your wellness plan to the world, so that because you have saw some things that you was able to benefit from the treatment, for yourself? How did you get into this, and what made make it so that you can help others?
What really made me get into fitness was when I started, by the time I was like 38, 37, and I knew I was going into menopause. And I wanted to make sure that I was like in the best shape ever to help combat, like, the menopause factors that come along. So that's when I really took my fitness and health and wellness really serious.
What was some of those things that you experienced when was it? It's not just the hot flashes or anything like that. It's maybe was it
Like
something like not
also,
wanting to work out or take care of yourself?
also it was the muscle loss and your body changing. My body shape was changing. I was losing some muscle mass, and I wanted to keep that on. And then it also for just like daily things like making sure that I could walk and run and I don't fall as I get older, and creating habits that will stay with me, into my 50s, into my 60s, into my 70s. So that was also one of the reasons why.
Okay, because I was thinking like some of these people that I've been seeing, and I'm just telling you, they just comes across my screen every once in a while. They trying to they working out the back end, they working out their legs, they got all of these particulars that they're trying to put into their exercise program. It ain't just trying to like get rid of the hot flash at 45. They got some serious stuff
I
I've been seeing
mean,
in these gyms. Tell me about it. And I know you know about it, so talk about it.
well, everybody want to look good and feel good all at the same time. I feel like the aesthetics and the vanity part comes with it, but the priority should be your health and keeping on muscle. And for how you take care of your body is how it's going to repay you back as you get older. So I think that should be the main goal, especially at this age. But yes, aesthetically, you're going to look good as well. That's just the plus. That's like the cherry on top.
I guess so. I guess so. Maybe I didn't look at it that way. I just saw them constantly doing the same thing, and I was like, "Well, what are they doing?" But the exercise, as far as holistically, what do you see? Do you recommend that people like constantly use weights, or do you have yoga or any other type of exercise programs that you kind of think are good as well?
I definitely think you should incorporate weightlifting, some cardio, and on your off days, do yoga, Pilates, go for long walks. I think all of those are beneficial.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. There's a lot of different things that you can do to support your body and help your body stay, in tune with its all the other parts, legs, arms, mind,
Yeah.
and soul, and all of those different things. Razak, I'll pass it off to you.
All right. Okay, so what are the motivational factors behind the routines that you have your clients do?
Um, I guess I would say like for your why, um, whatever their why is, I always say keep that in your forefront of mind for motivation. And a lot of times it's not even about motivation. It's just getting into the routine, just being disciplined, because motivation is fleeting. Sometimes you feel motivated, sometimes you don't. So I think it's just getting in the routine to where just like part of like you brushing your teeth, you know, washing your face, it just becomes one of your habits and one of your like natural habits. So then you become disciplined about it.
Okay. Okay. So do at times do you find yourself having to make calls or like extra calls, you know what I mean, to have them get that motivation? Do they fall off and, you know, they feel like it's too hard to do? Do you also like, you know, give like a sort of like a mentoring, something like, you know what I mean, something like a little extra nudge? Because sometimes, you know, once you start your workout plan, if you're not calling me or pushing me, you know, giving me that extra motivation, you might just fall off or fall back.
Yeah, I try to reach my clients during the week, see how they're doing with food, and you know, did they get any kind of workout in during the week, and how they're feeling like mentally, emotionally, and I try to inspire and motivate them as possible.
Okay. Okay. And well, you know, I was thinking, I know there's different type of exercises Keith just mentioned right now. Would you say you're more of a um, muscle mass or more just, you know, stretching and a little bit of muscle, or is it, you know what I mean, more just calisthenics, you know, to lose weight? Do you apply those different things when you meet your customers?
I believe stretching is extremely important before and after. And my goal for everyone is to put on muscle. Muscle is important. Muscle is very important. And stretching is very important. So you can, you know, warm up your body to get ready to go into weightlifting or get it ready to go into your workout.
Let me ask you this. When it comes to, okay, so you said that you were in your, oh, you just turned 40, right? Or
No, I'll be 44 in June. 43 right now.
Okay. Well, well, yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Thank
You
you.
know, so for people who are in your age or lesser or below or higher, and the body type, does that play a factor in starting workout or what type of working out they should be doing?
I just say you may have to have some adjustments because you probably haven't worked out a long time, or maybe your knee or back is not as strong as it used to be. So that's things that we can consider when we do the workouts. I believe at any age, I believe at any age you can start a workout routine and see results. So I don't think we should not let age be a factor.
Okay. Okay. That's what I want to know. Cause I know, you know, as a person who exercises regularly, and I see other people who don't exercise, or maybe it's would you what am I trying to say? Is your a boost in confidence, a boost in energy? Do you see the results that or the rewards? Would those results be part of what you get out of being a coach and an instructor?
Yeah, because I like when people are happy. I like to see people happy. I like to see women feel good about being, you know, who they are. And when they're seeing the results, I love that feeling, and I love how it makes them feel.
Right. Okay. Okay. And when it comes to exercising, okay, so your body and wellness and beauty. So do you incorporate the two as you're moving along in your with your clients, or is that, or that's something you mentioned and it branches off into something totally different, or do you combine the two in a sense?
Well, lately, my clients do have asked me which one. I always say work on your body and then get your hair done when you can, because at least when you do go get your hair done or you have an event, like everything is like all together, your hair, your body, everything. But work on your health is important, because your health is going to take you further.
What would you say? Okay, yeah, health is definitely important. I would
Yes.
most definitely agree with that.
Yes.
Especially in these sick times. You know, we had COVID and
Right.
all that stuff that came by, and they said a lot of people who didn't have problems or issues or didn't think they were that serious became serious when something like that of attacks the body. And they used to always say if you was healthy and you did all these right things, then you didn't have so much of a worry. You know what I mean? Would you say it prolongs life? I'm not making a stamp, not being medical or something, but through your experience, would you say that in when it comes to sickness and stuff, exercise and feeling good about yourself, having your hair done and doing all these different things, does that contribute to the wellness of a person's?
Yeah, I definitely believe so. I always tell my clients it's not always about quality, it's about quantity. So as long as you're taking care of yourself, at least your everyday living can be amazing. You can at least feel good as we're going through this thing called life.
Right, right. So it went. How long did you say you was in business for? How long has this been?
Okay, so I have been a hairstylist for 26 years, and I've been in the fitness industry for between 6 to 7 years. But for myself, I've been working out on and off since I was 28. And I got really serious over the course of 7 years.
In the course of 7 years. Yeah, that's a good transition period right there, from
Yeah.
beginning to now.
Yeah.
And with that beginning of the businesses, and how long have you been doing it professionally? I guess I should say. What would be one of the most challenging situations you have faced, and how did you navigate through it for both businesses?
Um, okay, so professionally, I've been doing it for maybe a couple of years now. And the I can't think of anything off the top of my head of any challenges. Just you know what, one of the just showing up, just making sure that I show up and I'm like the best version of myself for everybody, for my clients. Sometimes that could be challenging because life happens. So
Like
I would
about
say,
like getting the equipment, is there any licensing needed or required to become a fitness instructor or become a hairstylist, even, or doing both in that sense?
you definitely want to get certified and then get the insurances that come with it. So you can keep yourself protected as well as your clients. And that's about all I've done. I'm a renter at both locations. So, yeah, just making sure you have your insurance and make sure your certifications are up to par and, take as much classes as possible to keep yourself in the know.
In the know, I know that's right. When it
I
comes
like
to,
that. I like being in the know because that's important for everybody else that's out there. I just want to say I really like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
got to know what you're talking about. Got to know the licenses that's required. When okay, so what activities or hobbies bring you the most joy or fulfillment outside of your professional life? And so when you're not doing hair and you're not working out, what do you do then? What are your hobbies or activities?
You know, working out started off as a hobby. So I haven't replaced it. I haven't replaced that yet. um, I really just I love everything I do. Everything brings me fulfillment. I go
Okay.
to church, that helps. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but working out and helping women like feel good, and that's like my hobby and my career, and it's my day to day. So that is what fulfills me.
Okay. Okay. That's always good. That's always good.
Yeah.
When it comes to let me see. When it comes to role models or influences, who are the individuals you look up to as role models or mentors, and how have they influenced your values or your mindset?
Oh, you put me on the spot. Um. Oh. I don't have any. I don't have any. Is that bad to say? I'm like, I don't have any.
You know, you don't have any.
No.
I mean, well, like, okay, so as you got started, when you was not, as you got started, when you was looking at routines or something, is there more of a person who you like the way that they, I mean, how was you deciding what routines that you was even going to do to present to people? And how did you know about the hair? Did you look up something? Is there a constant, let's not put them in a role model or a mentor position. Is there a person who gave you that influence, or said, hey, the way they did business, I want to do my business like them, yet even better than them? Or even a person, a mother, a grandmother, or somebody in the family who has encouraged you a lot and said, hey, keep going and doing what you're doing. Doesn't have, we use the words mentor or role model, but it'd be just a person who constantly is giving you positive feedback and pushing you and encouraging you to say, hey, you're doing the right thing the right way. And, we can only motivate you further and hope that you inspire to be the best that you can be.
To be honest, I really don't. I was just tired. I was tired of myself. I really don't. I was in a depressed state. I cannot. I mean, I listened to motivational YouTube channels, but it was not one particular one that I would listen to. When it came to workouts, I had a personal trainer, and they would show me workouts, and then I would go home and then research and do the workouts again the next day on my own. It was more so of I was in a dark space. I suffered several miscarriages, and I was also tired, like, of feeling like sorry for myself or feeling bad for myself. So it was more so of me like just battling, like being better from the person of yesterday, and like pulling myself up out of the darkness. So I don't really have like a person per se. Like, it was just I wanted me to be better. I wanted more for myself.
Okay, that's fine. That's a great answer. Great answer, because self-motivation, you know what I mean? You got to be inspired to do it yourself in order to even look for somebody else as far as help or assistance. You have to have the idea first. Yeah, that was great. That was great. Um, okay, so I know you had said that you mentioned you was tired, you're doing it, but could you share a particular moment that you consider a turning point in your life? That could be, it could be a memory, or what I mean, and the turning point is where those challenges are again, or some setbacks in hindsight, and it played a crucial role in your personal development.
Yeah, I lost a really good friend of mine, and I remember I was with my I was in a boot camp class, and I remember crying throughout the whole workout, and I was about to leave, and I remember thinking, like, if I leave, I'm never gonna get back on track. And I remember just fighting through like the death of my friend, but I still showed up every day for my workouts, and I still meal prep. And that was like, I always think back, if I can get through that and keep my discipline, I can do anything. And that's like, that was a big turning point in my fitness journey.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
That's fine.
It's always when we be doing these podcasts, I always be wondering where the mindset comes from. That's why I like to ask a lot of those mentor questions and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, where you get your drive from? You know what I mean? Because we're pulling from things that happen in life, and that sets the path that we go on. And then sometimes it does wonders for us. And some of us, it motivates us to be superstars and
Right.
NBA players or something like that, and it does for some of us to be business owners and pursue our own job position, and versus going in and working for somebody else. Do you still have a different job, or is these businesses the source of your financial stability?
Yeah, this provides my lifestyle. This is source of my income is the and hair.
Okay,
That's only
okay.
two.
Keith.
Wow. I think that listening to you and absorbing some of the things that you've been doing keep your business and keep yourself and your mind together. Can you talk a little bit about the hair business a little bit too, as to how did you come about that? What was the idea behind doing hair, or did you were you doing something at home and you just decided to do it? Did you go to school? How did that come about?
Okay, so hair came about from my father. I had my license before I graduated from high school, and my dad was like, "It ain't looking like you going to college, and you always got girls all in my house doing hair." So he put me in cosmetology school. So I had my license before I graduated from high school, and I've been doing it ever since. It saved me. It really did. It saved me, and my dad, he knew, and I've been doing it ever since.
Well, dads sometimes know where the kids are going and what they are, but they will give them a guidance towards something that they think that they're passionate at. And so does that include nails, or is it just hair, or you have the whole package?
I specialize in health hair, short haircuts. Where the salon I'm in, we do have an esthetician. We have wig makers. Um, we do installations, but we're big on healthy hair. So I specialize in healthy hair and short haircuts and some extensions, but no nails. Sorry, ladies.
Well, that's they put their hands in their jacket, but their hair, they got to keep that out. They got to make sure that's tight. They got to put that on tight. So let me ask you, when you first did a hair, or for somebody, it's like any other business. When someone buys your product and you're happy that they bought it and they walk away, oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy that you gave me this. I mean, I love what I'm wearing. I love what I got. What did you get from someone when you did the hair? And you know yourself. You did a good job, but you do need to be hearing this once in a while, like yeah, I know. I know that. I know you look good because that's what I do. Tell me about that feeling when you got it.
It's an amazing feeling, especially when a client comes back and there was like they did like a something new or something they was kind of afraid to do, and they like, oh my gosh, everybody loved it, or my husband loved my hair, like thank you so much, or that you could tell in their walk that they feel good. It's an amazing feeling. Like it has no words. It's just like, okay, like I'm in my purpose. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do kind of feeling.
I think you said the right thing there. I'm in my purpose, because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people don't know what their purpose is in life. They're running around in circles and doing all sorts of things. They're not stopping to see that maybe this is my purpose, and follow it through to that end. Because believe me, your purpose will let you know it ain't your purpose.
Right.
You start doing somebody's hair and messing it up, and they tell maybe this ain't really what I'm meant to do. So that's a big thing. So what would you say to some of those you know youngsters that are out there that started when your dad said to you, you know what, I know you ain't going to college, so we're gonna send you on this little path right here and see if you make a purpose out of here. What do you say to them in listening and being able to take that risk? Because entrepreneurship is a risk, but it's also a spirit, right? It's also something that's in you. What would you
Yeah.
say to them?
Um, well, I would say stay focused, figure out what's going to be your niche, and get your niche all the way down pack and sell off your niche. Figure out who your demographics is, and try not to lose sight and stay prayed up. But definitely figure out your niche. Because I came in. If I could go back, I would trying to do everything. It was just overwhelming. Just figure out like a couple of things that you know that you're good at and perfect those, and then move with those, and then figure out who's your demographics. Who are you talking to? Who are you trying to get in your chair? And just keep it at that. Keep it simple. And the money's gonna come. Keep it simple and the money's gonna come.
I kind of love something you said there, and I'm going to just say it because a lot of people don't, they don't think about this sometimes, but to me, I think it's an important factor. and that's what you say, stay prayed up. Can you talk about what that means to you, and what does that statement mean?
Staying prayed up for me is, I pray over my hands. I pray over my clients. I pray to God every day, every morning before I leave out that door. And, cast your worries and your cares onto him. And, just pray over your business, because you have to pray over your business a lot.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
I think you're absolutely right. That's kind of like what was part of the sermon today at church when I went. So I wanted to do that, and it's important that people learn to give it to someone else and don't absorb all that stuff like you're saying. Trying to handle all these different things, and you really can't do it. You're really just spinning your wheels. You're not really, progressing in any way. So that's it. So let me ask you about, business itself, like when you started to, establish your business and you went down to get your business license. What did you think about when you were going through that process? Is this like, oh, was it just something you thought of, say, I'm just going to go down and just get my business license? Would you learn something from that process? Like it ain't as easy as it seems, or did you learn how to do petition's name, all those other things, and how, what was that about? And coming up with the name too.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like even to today, it still can be challenging and like an anxious feeling altogether. Um, and coming up with the name is, I pray about the name, and I feel like eventually it comes to me. But like getting your DBA and getting incorporated, like it's an anxious, nerve wracking feeling, and like making sure you keep up with your receipts and do your taxes. Like, that's not really the fun, glamorous part, but it has to be done, and just setting out the time to do it.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Because I could the paperwork part of it is just I don't know, man. I just keep getting them. They seem like they just come in the mail, and they all got numbers and dollar signs behind. You owe this and you owe that. I'm like, I didn't even do nothing. I didn't even make no money. I don't know what you talking about. I owe you.
Yeah.
Receipts I got, they start with zero. So in doing your business and coming to grips with everything, between the hair and your workouts that you plan for others, who are people that helping you? Is it just you, or do because like we say on the podcast, not everybody rides with you. Not even sometimes when you got to go set up or carry all that heavy equipment and do all that stuff. Who's riding with you on this?
I have my sister, and I have a couple of really good friends that are very supportive and show up for me. And if I can't find some information out, they will go. They will do it on their own and find the information for me, or get the paperwork for me, and print stuff out, or help me with my taxes, or finding people. So I do have a good support system. You definitely need a good support system. So my sister and a couple of friends and my family is very supportive. They're very supportive.
That's an important piece of the puzzle, right? Because even when you feel bad about yourself and they telling you, don't worry about it, keep going. That's just the way it is. Don't give up and all that, man. That's a big uplift. And I'm telling you, because my family supports me and what I'm doing, and other things too. So it's an important feeling and factor in life.
Yeah.
Can you talk about a little bit about your legacy? What are you trying to build for the future? Like, you're saying you're 48 or 44 or 43.
43. Don't touch I'm like
I was
48.
just saying, I was hoping you're gonna correct me. One of them numbers seem a little too high, or a little too high. I was just trying to put you in perspective, just in case them other numbers come around. What about you? Talk about that.
Legacy. That's why I try to record and post as much on my Instagram as possible because I feel like social media is going to be around forever. It's probably going to outlive us all. I try to, I want people, what I'm posting on Instagram, I want people to know, like, is someone like them? I have experienced extremely a lot of losses, for infertility, aging, and, still show like you still can pursue happiness. And you still can be like the best version of yourself, regardless of the adversaries or things that have come against you. And when you feel like life played you cards that you didn't really want to be dealt with, but you could still like live a fulfilling life regardless. That's when I think about my legacy. That's what I think about.
Wow. Now, I'm going to ask this last one, and I'm going to pass it to Razak, and that's a little bit to do with, what you said about, losses and things like that. What has been like a life lesson that had came about because of those experiences?
That is okay. It's okay accepting where you are in life and moving forward. Like, it's okay to accept that some things you won't be able to experience in life, but it's okay because we're not all going to experience everything, but it's okay. That's one of my life lessons. Like, you're not going to be able to experience everything, Selima, but you may be able to experience in a different way, but it may not look like the way society has said it's supposed to look like, but it's still okay. And you still could be happy in the midst of this journey.
You're a very smart young lady. You know and have experienced some things that most people, have not. And your outlook on what you're doing and your support system and your spirit, and your belief too, it's really what's going to guide you to those places and success that you're looking for. And I really commend you for how you're moving forward in those places.
Thank you.
Definitely understand that having a business as a fitness business is pretty challenging. I would assume because you're trying to get people to get involved in your training sessions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And how important is networking in your industry, and what strategies do you use to build and maintain professional relationships?
Okay, so network is important. I try to, I'm still very old school. So I'll still pass out flyers and still, talk to people out wherever I'm at to get them to come in. And then to keep them coming in, I just feel like I would still believe in being personable and giving people experiences so that they want to keep coming back. And, like the small little things matter, remembering their names, their children, vacations, making everybody wants to feel like they're being seen. So you always want to do that. I feel like that's just for any business. So I think that's a great way of keeping them wanting to come back and be a part of your journey as well as part of their journey.
Okay. What advice would you have for individuals seeking the same career growth that you've had in your industry and your two businesses, or in business period? Because whether it's a hair business or your fitness business, there's still aspects to it being a business that has to apply. And what advice would you give the next person trying to become a business owner?
Do it. Don't give up. Just take, and I always say, take fear and the scariness and the nervousness with you. Like, because you're gonna be fearful. You're gonna be afraid. You're gonna be scared. Just take it with you. Do it and take those with you. But just do it. Don't give up. Whatever you do, don't give up. Mm-hmm. And it's not gonna look perfect, and that's okay. But still, just pursue it and just do it.
Just do it. Does technology play a part in your fitness business, or does technology play a part in your hair business?
Yeah, the way things are now, yeah. But still, word of mouth still is like, I feel like word of mouth is a classic. It still works, but I know right now, like being on social media and that helps as well. It helps my business as well. And having the apps where people can book on the app, so nothing's like pen and paper appointment books no more. So those things help. Those little techie things help as well.
Okay.
Does it? But I'm going to be right back, guys, and we're going to get right back to this show and talk about hair and fitness all together. Be right back.
Mm. Feed that monster that.
Okay, everybody, we're back, and we were so excited to look at all of the work that this young lady do, from your body to your hair, from your heart to your feet. I don't know if she do your feet, but I know she taking care of your hair. She's making sure your body's all right. It's up to you to take care of your feet. All right, let's get back to it. Razak, on you.
Yeah. First thing I'm wondering right now is where do you see your businesses heading in the next couple of years, and what challenges or opportunities do you foresee?
Oh my gosh. In the next couple of years, I hope to be fully booked and opening. I have an idea of what I want to do. I don't want to say it yet, but opening a business in the next couple of years. Hopefully sooner than that. Like with the actual building.
Okay.
Something. I got something cooking, so it'll be fun and exciting.
Fun and exciting. That's what we want to hear. Fun and exciting. We'll be trying
to
monitor your journey with you. Organization. So, well, let me ask that differently. Is your exercise business and or hair business more of a for Black culture, or is it diverse? Or your routines, do they apply more to the body types of minority females, or do you even apply that aspects to your businesses?
I mean, all women are welcome, but I am catered more towards Black women the most. I'm a Black woman. I understand us a lot easier, and even though all women have their struggles, but my businesses are catered towards Black women. But everybody is welcome.
Okay. As we wrap up our conversation, what are the key takeaways or insights you'd like our listeners to remember from our discussion today?
What I would like for the ladies to take away, or even men to take away from today, is don't give up. Get into routine till it becomes a discipline, because motivation is fleeting, but definitely you could start with a motivation, and have fun in the process and enjoy your journey.
Mm-hmm. So when you started your hair business back when you started as a teen, young adult, and then now up to now, how did you develop your skills? How did you get better and better? And when you started the business, when you very first started exercising yourself, and then you started incorporating more and more different activities and other different aspects as far as the wellness and things. You know, can you tell us about that experience and how did you go about developing them?
I feel like with any skill that you're trying to master, the best way to learn from is from your mistakes. Trial and error was my best teachers. And I feel even in fitness, trial and error has been my best teachers. And read. I like to read books. So I will, if I'm struggling with something, I will get a book on it and I will read it and then apply it. So definitely trial and error. Read whatever you're struggling on, or find researches or resources on whatever you're struggling on and try to master it and get better at it, but don't give up. The more you do it, the better it's going to get anyway. The more you work out, the stronger you're going to get. You think you can't do lunges right now, but if you keep at it for at least 6 to 9 months, eventually you'll be able to do a perfect form lunge. So with anything, just practice makes progress.
Man, I heard that. I don't like lunges. Lunges be, I don't know, lunges do something for me, man. Lunges and calf raises be.
They be hurting.
It's the one, it's the exercise like it's the ones that matter.
Yeah.
They those things hurt. It's like they prevent you from walking if you do them too much.
I like to think I like to try some sit-ups because I got that stomach issue thing. But I'm gonna tell you honestly, since you're a workout lady, you know what's happening here. Okay, I'm gonna give you my little problem. When I do sit-ups, I get a cramp in my muscle, and it bulges out. What's going on? Am I not working out properly, or what is those things? It's like almost like feel like it's a hernia or something.
I don't know. You probably want to go see
I need to go see a doctor, huh?
I knew he was gonna say that. Just like, go see a doctor.
That's what you're go see a doctor, man. I ain't gonna put that one on you.
Oh man.
I'd like to know about your, like family. You were talking about, are you from LA? Where are you from, girl?
I'm California. California born and raised, but I'm from Cerritos.
Cerritos?
Yeah, close to Buena Park.
When you say that, I start thinking Doritos, but I know.
Don't think Doritos.
All right, so what is this place? Is it? I mean, I'm not gonna tell you. I mean, people say L.A., San Diego, Santa Barbara. I never heard.
I guess it's like L.A. County, but Buena Park, Cerritos Auto Square. Everybody knows Cerritos Auto Square.
Not everybody. No, I'm not one of them that know. I'm not one of them that know. I'm learning for the first time. Auto Square.
Knott's Berry Farm. You heard of Knott's Berry Farm?
Yeah. Knott's Berry Farm. Okay.
I'm not far. I'm from over on that side of town.
Okay. You should have said that from the beginning. Knott's Berry Farm. Everybody knows Knott's Berry Farm.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that as a mental note.
All right. It's my fault. I'll take that. So one of the other things you had mentioned was about Black women and that you cater to them and because you know them and all of that. But have you run into any issues like somebody's like, hey, you don't know what you're talking about when you're talking about my body? Have you had any problems where you had to actually let somebody know the truth about themselves?
No, not yet. When it comes to hair, I have clients I have people who try me, and I have to, reassure them and be like, no, trust me, I really know what's best right now. Body wise, I haven't came across that yet.
That's good because people be really into themselves and thinking that they don't want to get constructive criticism, especially from someone that's a professional and that that's what you do. You're there to tell them the truth so they can succeed in their goal. It's not to be demeaning to them. It's just to help people understand, whether it's their hair, whether it's their body, whether it's the workout plan, whether it's, put too much grease in your hair, whatever it is. So I'm glad.